Welcome to the Two Nerds One Pod podcast. My name is Jonathan and this is Chris.
Hello.
And this episode is gonna be Daredevil Defenders related, as well as X-Men, because we got some news about the MCU X-Men and X-Men 97 Season 2 that I think are pretty exciting. So we're gonna leave news for last. So there's gonna be so we're gonna be doing agree or disagree first. Then, well, if we have any, I guess, hot takes. Chris and I were just discussing this off camera. I don't know why, but for some reason we've been watching so much movies. Well, I've been watching more television than movies.
Yeah, I've been
But
watching a lot of TV show stuff. Like I just started the newest season of Invincible. I'm fully caught up on Daredevil, and I've been binge watching The Rookie, and I can't think of any hot takes to realistically say.
I mean, I can't really think of any hot takes either. Well, I only have one, and then there are two that comes from my friend and my cousin. And then that is pretty much it. Off camera, I did ask Chris if we discussed any agree or disagree or hot takes in our previous two Ultimate Spider-Man episodes. Chris and I don't actually remember, but if again, we might say these things again after because right now I have new agree or disagree. But I have my old one from the last two episodes that I don't remember saying. So, if we said them again or whatever, just go ahead and skip ahead, I guess.
Yeah,
But for the new agree or disagree, we're gonna go ahead and kickstart this one like now, I guess. So, you wanna go first?
you go ahead. I think you have more. I think you have actual stuff written down as compared to me.
True. Funny thing is, fun fact about this part is that I'm more prepared than he is for some reason.
Always.
I'm not calling him lazy, obviously, but
Oh
I don't
no,
know
it's just
why. But like
I
for
think I
some
have some
reason.
sort of neurodivergency where it's like I have to fly at the edge of my seat at all times.
So for the first agree or disagree is that the MCU X-Men should not have Wolverine in the team when they are first introduced.
I agree actually because if we're going
Me too.
for a first appearance of the X-Men, I think we should do like the more core original team members.
I actually have news about that, which we'll get to in an hour or so. But yeah, I got news about that. I agree as well because since this is Marvel Studios doing the X-Men and not Fox, I think now it's a good. Well, not now. We're not now because again we're in 2026. We're getting ready for Doomsday and Secret Wars. We got Spider-Man coming out during the summer, but I think now would be a great time to like give it like sort of a fresh start to the X-Men because back when Fox did the X-Men, we I don't know why, but for some reason we just skipped through everything and then they just introduced Wolverine just like that.
I think at that time Wolverine was is the most popular X-Men character to date.
Oh,
So
he
like
still is. He still is.
he's very much still a very popular character. But I think at that time Wolverine was like very much at the peak of his popularity. And not only that, I think we had a lot of good stories revolving around Wolverine. And I think Fox just really liked the idea of having this guy with metal claws coming in there, all animalistic, just you know.
I will say this, though, I think Hugh Jackman made Wolverine even more popular.
Oh,
hundred
absolutely he
percent.
did. Absolutely he did, dude. There's a
Not
reason.
just,
There's a
and I'm
reason he's
not
much more known nowadays.
true, and I'm not saying it because he got the yellow suit in Deadpool because that's just a bonus point, honestly.
And he
But
had
because of
two of the
Logan,
most iconic suits in that movie.
but yeah, but like also the white eyes. Oh, it looks bad in live action. Shut up. No, it doesn't.
I like the wide eyes.
Same here. And guess what? If it worked on Wolverine, it can work with Batman in the DCU. Let's be real.
It should work with Batman, but let's let DC decide what they want to do.
James Gunn, I'm trusting you here.
I'm trusting James Gunn to decide what's best, and if he decides that the wide eyes are not the way to go, I will trust him.
Yeah, so Wolverine, look, I love Wolverine. We all love Wolverine, but as much as I love him, I don't want to see him in the first X-Men movie.
I agree. I would actually like to see him show up in his own solo film.
It's funny you should mention that. I saw a clip of the Escape Pod, which, by the way, shout out to the Escape Pod and Koi genre for this. Koi was a guest there. I think it was his second time or third time. I don't know. But he mentioned his idea of Wolverine being in the MCU just made me think like, yeah, I want this. It's a Wolverine show. We get a Wolverine show, like a Disney Plus Wolverine show. 5 seasons, and each season is per decade. And guess what? The first season, we start out in Japan.
Okay, I could see that,
And
but
then by
I feel like we should start off like maybe like where he was first living, or maybe like during one of his wars, because he's been
that would be
around for
pretty
a
cool,
long time.
actually.
He's
Yeah,
been in a
yeah,
lot of
that would be
wars.
pretty cool. It would be like, wait, is it 5 seasons per decade or one season? Yeah, okay. It's 1 season per decade. First season would be Frank Miller's Japan run, and then by the time it's the fourth or fifth season, we're already caught up with him, and then he catches up to our timeline, and then that way we are emotionally connected to the new Wolverine and then all that stuff. So yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, a TV show or movie work for me.
I think we could do with our own like maybe like like kind of like what they're doing with the Punisher almost.
What
Like
special presentation?
do their own like little special.
Wolverine doesn't deserve that. Let's be real. Special? Nah. For
Like
Wolverine, no.
just to get him introduced.
I mean, yeah, sure. To get him introduced, I don't mind a special.
Like
But like overall, no. We need a freaking movie or a
no,
TV
I'm
show.
not saying like keep him restricted just to specials, but like if we're gonna do this, I think we should do it with a bit of fanfare. Like Wolverine is not just enough for a single season of a series. We need to send him off with like a special. We need to introduce him with an actual special. Same thing with I think Ghost Rider, because I think him and Ghost Rider are very equal characters.
I'm gonna be honest. When they first introduced Wolverine, I don't want to see the origins of Weapon X because we already seen that with Fox.
We've seen their initial one. I would like to see another rendition of Weapon X.
Uh, like the origins and like how it all happened, like their
Yeah,
version. Okay. But look, if they do decide to go down that route, like doing everything all over again, like doing their own version of it, that's fine. But
I
like
want to
it'll
see
be
him
like,
wearing the goofy little wires in the helmet.
hey, yeah, Kevin Feige, go ahead and rewatch X-Men Apocalypse and just go to that scene right there.
Yeah. I want to see him wearing that shit. I want to see him wearing that shit, but like actual comic accurate. We don't need him like naked. We could do like he's wearing like little underwear and shit if we're gonna keep it PG-13.
Yeah, they did that in X-Men Apocalypse, or the X-Men
Oh yeah, I
Origin.
know.
Of
They did that
X-Men
with
Origin, he
they
was
did that with
butt
Weapon
ass
X in
naked.
Fortnite as well. Shout out to Fortnite's Weapon X, I guess, for being a comic accurate Weapon X.
However, in freaking X-Men Origin, he was butt ass naked.
And butt ass naked. And
Alright.
apparently he accidentally stabbed himself in the groin area at one
Actually, no,
point.
he stabbed the coworker. He stabbed one of the coworkers actually.
Yeah, no, but when he's running down the hall naked, he was running down, and then they were waiting for a bunch of female people there were waiting for him with money, and he went to cover himself with the claws in his still in his hand.
Ah, oh no, oh no, yeah, I felt that. No, no, oh no, oh god.
Yeah,
Ah.
Which it's a it's a funny story to tell. I've heard it so many times, so it's still very funny.
Oh yeah, he was on the talk show, the Graham show or whatever it is, and then he
Yeah,
was talking about, and he talking about there was a whole room of female with money going, woo. That was funny.
yeah, that was funny. That's funny as hell. I'll admit that was that was pretty good. That was a good prank.
All right, here's the next one. But yeah, so I agree. So we both agree that Wolverine should not be in the team when they first introduced.
Not at least not when they first do the X-Men.
Okay. Daredevil Born Again should end with a season 5 and a theatrical film to tie everything all together from the Netflix series to now.
Mm,
Like like
I think the
season
way we're doing it is just fine.
like I think season 5 will end on a cliffhanger and then everything else is just a movie.
It really depends on how they really want to tell the story, I think. But I don't think they should do a movie.
But okay, hold on.
Because
Ben
it seems
Affleck
like,
gets a Daredevil movie, but not Charlie Cox. That's not fair.
oh, hold on. What I mean is, like, if you're going to end it all, don't end it with, like, a Daredevil movie. If you're going to do a Daredevil movie, do a good one where it's nothing related to Fisk.
Actually, there's a rumor about that. I'm gonna get into it after.
Because if we're going to do something related to Fisk, it's just going to, basically, people are going to be like, oh, well, this is just going to feel like the Ben Affleck movie again. No. I'd rather not have people have the opportunity to say that. And I love that. And this might be like a fucking generational thing. I love the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. Actually, it's still really good in my opinion.
It's not a bad movie. I like it.
No, I think it's great. It's like a really good
How,
movie.
However, I think Charlie Cox does a better performance.
Oh yeah,
Look, Ben Affleck is great. I love him. He's great.
love Ben Affleck Daredevil. I love the costume design. I love him like
The costume,
in that little fucking bath bed thing. It's whatever the fuck that is. That
the
the sound
costume.
deprivation chamber. The sound
I
deprivation
won't.
chamber. That was really cool.
I won't give you the costume. The costume, I don't like it.
I love the costume. I love
Okay.
when like people will do like. Now I'm glad they didn't just do a black leather Daredevil because we had already like I don't know if this was around the time of like X-Men, but I'm so sick of seeing black leather outfits for costume heroes. I am. If it's not a character who already was wearing it before, I don't like it. It's like if you were to give Spider-Man a full black leather outfit on his first appearance. Like that doesn't that would like kind of throw me off.
That'll be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I
It
agree
would
with
be
you.
a little funny, don't get me wrong, but it's like, okay, we're gonna be seeing him in this whole movie in a skin tight leather outfit, head to toe, nothing revealing anything part of him. Like, imagine that. That would be a little weird.
Marvel, just please, just take into consideration. Please make a Charlie Cox Daredevil movie because we need that.
Yeah, but don't make it, and don't make the villain Fisk. Make it somebody else.
Yeah, at this point, I don't want to see Fisk ever again until he teams up with
Make it
Spider-Man.
Elektra somehow. Make a do the
No,
Elektra.
no,
No, yeah, make Elektra the villain
no.
because it
Oh,
goes in line with her coming back.
okay. I don't mind her being the villain, but if she comes back just to fall in love with Matt Murdock, I'm
No, I
out.
didn't say that. I want to see her be the villain.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but then Matt is just gonna look at it and just be like, Electra, it's me. I'm Matt Murdock. It's me. Come here. Yeah, no, I don't want to see any of that shit.
Oh no, there's obviously going to be the point of like, oh, I know there's good in her, and then she's going to like be irredeemable as shit, and I want to see that. I want to see a
I,
villain who's irredeemable.
if she comes back, she needs to die permanently.
Oh no, like if that's not going to work in the comics, it's not going to work in movies.
And you never know, the MCU do different shit.
MCU does a lot of things different, but I feel like nowadays it's like, okay, we actually kind of shot ourselves in the foot by killing off every other fucking villain that shows up. I mean, look at the fact of like Captain America, the first Avenger. If you look at that, we thought that Red Skull was dead for so long. We're like, ah, shit, there goes like Captain America's number one fucking arch enemy. What are we gonna do? Oh, I know. Let's put him in Infinity War and Endgame and not have him meet Cap at all. It's my only gripe about those movies. No one makes a
Okay,
fucking mention of the Red Skull.
alright. Look, if you like Electra, that's good, but I hate her to the point where I'm like Fisk, where I would like to see her head on a stick. I hate her that much.
There's just villains you love to hate. I love to hate Carnage.
Oh no, I just hate her for a character because she's always nagging Matt Murdock, like, hey, guess what? I don't love Matt Murdock. I don't love Matt Murdock. I love Daredevil, and I want to marry Daredevil and not Matt Murdock.
Well,
Woman, you
obviously
can
they need
love
to go beyond just the fact of like in love with Daredevil. If they do a
like
movie where she's a villain, they could characterize her further than that.
like like sure the Netflix show is great. Don't get me wrong, I love the Netflix show, but Elektra was the worst part of it.
I think
Like,
there's probably worse characters.
who are the main love interests of Daredevil? We got Karen, we got Elektra.
Heather.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna count She-Hulk because She-Hulk was just a one night stand.
No, no, that was a funny bit though.
Claire, I
I love
guess.
seeing him. I'm gonna say this. I keep saying this. I love seeing Daredevil in the full and almost like a full red and yellow outfit, carrying his boots as he's walking away. People call that the walk of shame. No, that's not a walk of shame. That's a strut of pride.
True.
My man's
Heather.
strutting after he conquered She-Hulk. I probably shouldn't use the word conquered.
Yeah. So yes, so I think Karen, Elektra, Claire,
There was something on my
Heather.
camera.
Am I missing somebody?
I got no clue. Like I said, it's been forever since I watched the original Daredevil. I need to rewatch it.
Well, Heather's part of Born Again, so she's nowhere near the
She was the
Netflix.
love
But I
interest
know.
for like almost the entire season up until the point that she's like, I don't like vigilantes. I saved myself from Muse.
So yeah, look, I like Karen because she loves both Daredevil and Matt Murdock. She loves both.
I think she just accepts the fact that it's not like a I love Daredevil, I love Matt Murdock. It's the fact that to her, she now recognizes them both as the same guy, even out of costume. She sees Matt as Daredevil and sees Daredevil as Matt because it's very obvious. I think people who don't realize it are like kind of a little silly not for noticing this like distinction.
Okay. Elektra, let's be real, she only loves Daredevil. Let's just be freaking real.
Oh, it's just that objectifying love. She objectifyingly loves him.
Not just that, she wanted Matt to freaking kill someone when he's literally a Catholic and he can't kill someone.
Think of it this way: think of like Talia al Ghul trying to convince Batman trying to kill somebody. It's not just about like a religious thing. It's more of he has like a thing against killing.
Yeah, and also a moral code as well. So it's not just religious, also.
Yeah, you can have a moral code and not be religious. I think people keep miss. I think people forget this sometimes, which is very crazy. You don't, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, you don't need religion. You can have religion. It's whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. But you
Mm.
don't have to rely on religion to give you a moral compass.
Claire Temple, I like her. She's cool. But I think with her is that what she likes Matt Murdock more than Daredevil. Like, what was the issue with her?
I don't remember. Like I said, it's been forever.
And then, we all know why we all hate Heather. Let's be real.
Yeah, she's very anti-vigilante, very like full like she took the credit for killing Muse. Well, for saving herself actually. She did kill Muse. She did kill Muse, but
Yeah.
she's taking the credit for saving herself. She did not save
And
herself.
and also another thing, she started the task force. Well, I don't know if it was in the show. I'm pretty sure it was off camera.
She's
But
assisting the task force.
yeah, and also the task force took the credit than Daredevil or Heather. Heather needs to either go or become Lady Muse because I'm hearing a lot of rumors about that.
Oh no, like especially like spoiler alert if you haven't seen any of Daredevil, which, if you haven't, get on it. She's been staring at the mask of Muse. I don't know how the fuck she got that.
Yo,
She must
I'm
have stole
telling
it from
you,
evidence.
she's becoming Lady Mute. I'm calling it.
Oh, I'm calling it too, right here and now. Because the moment I see her open the drawer with that Muse mask, I out loud asked, "What you doing with that mask there, Heather? What you doing? You gonna wear it?" So yeah, I'm willing to bet that she's gonna become Lady Muse in the next couple episodes, if not by the end of the season. And we're probably gonna see her return as a villain at some point.
Although I'm not seeing anything that she's in season 3. I could be wrong.
Who knows?
Or maybe they just
But
haven't
I
announced
do
it
also
yet.
want to say I know we're still doing agree or disagree, but I'm very excited to see White Tiger. You know,
I don't know if Angela is returning. I hope so. I want to see her in season 3.
I'd
But I
love
don't
to
know.
see her come back as White Tiger.
But I don't know if she's gonna be in season 3. Or maybe she is, and they just didn't announce it yet, or we didn't see any set photos. But I'm hoping she's in season 3.
I hope they keep it under wraps until it's time for the season 3 trailer.
Which, by the way, marketing, whoever is in charge of the marketing team for Daredevil Born Again, y'all suck.
I haven't seen this mid-season trailer, but Jonathan has, and he's pissed.
Y'all suck.
He's fucking pissed.
I'll I'll get into it when we do movie news later on, but dude, the marketing team of Daredevil Born Again, oh my god, y'all don't know how to keep a secret.
Like,
You know
let's be
what's
real. We already knew
crazy?
Jessica Jones was going to be in the show.
Oh no, well that was revealed a while ago.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
not
was
mad
revealed a
about
while
that.
ago, but we were always like wondering,
I'm
like,
not.
oh man, I wonder why she's in the show. I wonder if she's just like talking to Matt, like just like at the maybe it's just like an end of season thing, and they're just overhyping her return. And as it sounds from this trailer, nope, that's not the case.
But yeah, I'm not mad about Jessica being in the trailer. But that's not the part I'm mad about.
No, Jessica Jones is pretty. I don't mind looking at her.
Let's be real. Anybody doesn't mind watching a Christian. Well, pause.
Hey, wait, what? What
Wait.
the hell? What? Hey,
No. Wait. But nah, but like in all seriousness though, the whole Jessica Jones thing, I'm not mad about that. The thing I'm mad at is that she says something in the trailer that was never supposed to be in the trailer, and I wish they saved it for the show.
it'd be cool if they did.
Also, another thing, we got some news about Daredevil Born Again season 3, and let's be real, it's the worst kept secret imaginable because we all expected this.
And remind me
But
what
we're
that
gonna,
is.
yeah, we'll get into it. All right, the next one. You ready for this one? And I
Go
think
ahead.
you'll agree with me here. Daredevil Born Again season 2 is better than season 1.
I disagree. I think they're equally good. They're equally just as great.
So what I mean by this statement is that obviously well look, season 1 is basically Netflix season 4, obviously. But I didn't feel that tone when I was watching the pre-overhaul episodes.
That's fair.
The only one that came close to the Netflix tone was 1, 8, 9, and I think a little bit of 4.
You know what? That's understandable.
Season 1 is still a good season. I love it. It's not a bad season. But it is
Oh
one of the
yeah.
weaker ones, though. It is one of the weaker ones. But it's not a bad one either.
Right.
With season 2, they go straight off the bat with this one.
Oh yeah.
Season
This
2.
fucking season already is like going crazy.
And with season 2, I really do have that Netflix feel with season 2. A lot more with season 1.
I definitely
And,
think that
hmm?
damn it, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. I definitely think that having this show is like putting a lot of people in perspective of like how influential Daredevil is as a character. Oh, that
Not
keeps it.
just that, in terms of like reviving show, I want to thank Lucifer for this because believe I could be wrong. I don't really know, but they were the first show I watched that got revived. But I need to thank
I need to
Lucifer
watch
for this.
Lucifer. I keep putting it off.
But yeah, the first season is mid. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the shows where the first season is mid and then it goes off. Like it starts mid, but like as you watch the show, like from season to season, it gets better. It's one of those shows.
It sounds like it. My dad was obsessed with the show for a while. I think he started watching it because of Tom Welling being in the show.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I just watched it because I thought it was interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously he thought it was like a very interesting show, but like
But
I
dude,
think he started because of Tom Welling.
okay, so obviously we both caught up with Daredevil. We're still on the season two. It's better than season one. Agree or disagree? By the way. Um, Episode 4 of season 2 really gave me that Netflix season 3 vibes.
It's been forever since I watched season 3, but I feel like you're right here.
Because episode 4 felt like a bullseye centric episode.
Oh yeah. It
And
was very much.
also,
Hold on.
mhm,
Here we go. But yeah, no, it very much felt like I was watching like the OG show, and I just was like, huh, this is very interesting right now. This feeling.
and the when we first start the episode, um, obviously we probably skipped the recap because we don't really need it.
Oh yeah, I skipped the recap, but like I want to say people were pointing out his Bullseye's fat ass.
Yeah, what?
No, everyone on Twitter and TikTok are like, "Oh my god, Marvel, why is he so? Why are you showing us so much of his ass?" I'm just like, and at first on TikTok, I'm like, I didn't see the issue. I'm like, what? He's just doing push-ups, and then I watched the episode, like, oh my god, he's doing push-ups at such a weird angle. It's like he's trying to purposely show off his ass, like he's like a peacock showing off, like for the lady peacock. Like, dude, what you doing with all that ass? Get that out of my face, dude.
But yeah, so I I don't know if you noticed, but the Marvel Television logo it's the same, but the Marvel logo turns blue.
It did, because of Bullseye.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, I got no problem with them like using a character's color palette to advertise, like not to advertise, but like start off the episode. That'd be like if you were to
That's
like do a
really
Green
cool.
Goblin censored episode of Spider-Man and then the Marvel television logo is green.
I'm surprised the background wasn't blue.
Also,
It just stays black.
I want to say that fight in the diner, fucking immaculate.
Not my favorite fight scene, but it's really good. My favorite fight scene is
Oh no,
Daredevil
it was
versus
like
Bullseye in the middle.
I wouldn't even call that a fight scene. I would just call that a fucking massacre.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it just showed how brutal Bullseye was, you know?
All right, here's the next one. Daredevil Born Again has more of the original Netflix Daredevil series vibes and tone than the first season.
Hmm, debatable.
I I agree, and yeah, you're right. It is debatable, but I agree. Again, I've said this like what 2 times already, but I'm gonna say it again. Previous the pre-overhaul episode, I did not feel the Netflix tone at all. It's still good episodes. I just didn't feel that tone. It was only 1, 4, 8, 9. That's it.
Okay.
And again, with season 2, or if you want to call it Daredevil season 5, I guess you can't call it that too. But mm, with again, Born Again season 2 is completely post overhaul.
I think we're getting a lot of like good character development so far.
Like I'm not joking. There were some characters in the first season I didn't like. I thought they were boring, but here in the new season, I like them.
Oh yeah, if I remember right, Swordsmaster was in the first season, but we didn't really get much of him.
You mean Swordsman?
Swordsman, yeah, thank you.
That one shot in episode 3 of Daredevil season, Born Again season 2. That one shot, I
Like
loved
him
it.
dueling those people, that was fucking crazy.
I loved that one shot.
That was so cool. I love
And
when
then
they actually show us like these like feats that these guys are known for. And then
no,
when
no,
they're escaping the prison, oh my god. I'm sorry.
oh,
I'm just gonna call it what it is. That was
what?
a concentration camp of people. That was like let's be fucking for real. The fucking the anti vigilante task force. Those they were fucking like another like generation of Nazis right there.
So what? Fish was pretty much another generation Hitler.
I would say he's pretty damn close to it. He's just the vigilante Hitler.
Damn. All right.
I'm gonna call it like I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't love American history for nothing.
True. You know what I love about Daredevil Born Again a lot?
Is it that Vanessa is it Vanessa got the glass in her head?
Yes. No. Well, that's one of them. But no. It's like when they use the theme in fight scenes. Netflix never did it. They
Oh
never
yeah,
put the
that was
theme in
great.
fight scenes.
I
I
love when a
lo-
show can use their like theme song in fight scenes.
the in fight scenes. I loved it. I love it so much. It's awesome.
It's like one of the coolest things you could do with a character's theme song.
But nah, Netflix didn't do that shit. I don't know why.
Because Netflix sucks.
I mean, we got Punisher, we got Daredevil, we got Iron Fist, we got Defenders, we got Jessica Jones, and we got Luke Cage. Anyways, but so yeah, Daredevil Born Again has more of the original Netflix Daredevil series tone and vibes than the first season. So I agree. Are you saying that you disagree a little bit?
I said it's debatable, so I'm like in the middle.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's been a while since I've actually rewatched all of like Netflix's Daredevil, and I feel like I need to rewatch it in order to fully grasp how I feel.
You ready for the next one? Okay, this one I'm actually on the debatable side. When season 3 premieres, Daredevil Born Again should be retitled to something else. For example, Daredevil Devil in okay, so my example would be like Daredevil in Cell Block D or something like that.
I think that's debatable
Yeah.
because it's
Which
like
by the way, I think that's the comic they're adapting season 3.
that'd be like if you're like gonna change the name of like I'm gonna use your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That'd be like if Spider-Man and your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man were to go to space and they changed it to Spider in Space or some shit like that. It's like no, keep it your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I mean Ultimate Spider-Man did something like that, except they kept the
No,
title but
but
then they would change it a little
they
bit.
didn't really change the actual title. They called it Ultimate Spider-Man and gave it the next like subtitle of Web Warriors. That's like that's
And
like a
like
season
verse
title almost.
yeah, and also like Web Warriors as well too.
I mean, if you think about it, Ben 10 did the
Web
same
Warriors
thing.
and
Ben 10
verse
did a very
too.
similar thing with Alien Force. And Ben 10 and then he also did like Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, which people call that era Ben 10 UAF because Ultimate Alien Force.
So, but how would a subtitle for Daredevil Born Again work? Because we got Daredevil Born Again, and then what? The subtitle would be Daredevil Born Again what? Like I don't know how that would work.
That really depends. They could do a way to do it. They could find a way to do it, is what I mean to say. but they have to do it very cleverly.
It does.
But I do think that if they are going to do a subtitle for the next season, they need to do it in a way that makes sense,
I'm
like
ho-
yeah, thematically.
if they don't, I'm not really gonna care much. But like, if they do, I wouldn't mind.
Like if they give it a subtitle and it doesn't fit, I'm gonna nitpick. I'm not gonna be
Again, it's
pissed, but
just
I'm gonna nitpick.
yeah. I mean, whether they do it or not, I really don't care. But it was just something that came to my mind, so I just thought I'd put it on there.
No, I understand. Like I fully agree. Like with like bringing that up. Like oh yeah, like what if they give it like a subtitle for like a season? How would they do that? And it's like it's very interesting the way it could work, but knowing how some people, some creative minds are, they don't really like actually think that way. They just kind of do things for the sake of doing it, and they don't actually think about things that could happen afterward.
I mean, aside from The Walking Dead, I guess I don't see subtitles working for live action shows except for cartoons.
I mean, you could make it work.
I mean, with Walking Dead, it's different because you got other comics and stuff like that, they're adapting or like doing their own thing or like whatever. I don't really care.
Well, even then, the
Like,
Walking Dead show doesn't really adapt the comics all that well. If anything, and this is me saying this, I think that the Telltale games do a better job of adapting the comic books in its own way because it's actually canon to the comics.
I do want to make one side note over here. I've only seen Walking Dead a couple of times when I was little with my dad, but that was just because I was just nosy and just seeing what the hell he was
There
doing.
are no rules, man. We're lost.
I was like, what, 5 years old?
Damn, I was cowering
I
in the
was
corner
young.
because I'm scared. I was scared of zombies.
No, I just wanted to spend time with my dad and just
I couldn't.
like,
I tried to do that with my parents, but I couldn't do that for the longest time. I was scared of zombies. I was scared of a lot of things, actually.
you know what's crazy though? It again, I was 5 years old, so don't blame me. I asked my dad, "Hey, can I watch TV?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So then he gave me the remote, and then, you know what the first thing I put?
What was it?
Freaking Peppa Pig.
Ew, ew.
Hey, I was 5 years old. Okay,
You're
give
a
me the
monster.
break.
You're a monster. I hope you know this.
Yeah, yeah. I watched a show called Bacon.
I'm Peppa Pig, and that's the fryer.
And I would chop you up and butcher you and put it in you and put you in the air fryer. But yeah. So again, I could kill that if they do a subtitle, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I get you.
All right, here's the next one. And again, this is just me because I love Karen Page so much, and I just want to see her in every single street level stuff. Karen Page should return in the Punisher One Last Kill.
You know, I think I agree. I think that's a good idea.
Honestly, put her in. I don't care. I love her, so why not just put her in?
Watch they put her in like fucking Watch they put her in like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
And it, and it's just an animated version, and then Deborah just voicing her.
I mean, they got Charlie Cox already voicing Daredevil in
As
the
Daredevil,
animated
so
show.
yeah. Oh, which by the way, and it was announced a while ago, and I forgot about this. Uh, Daredevil's gonna be in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man season 2,
I heard. I heard. I'm excited.
and he's gonna be wearing the red suit.
Oh, really?
Although it's unclear whether he has the double D's or not.
Damn.
So I
They're
don't really
erasing
know.
the double D's, man. I can't believe it.
Brad Winderbaum calls it the interlocking D's, but we both know it's a double D. Let's be real.
We need the double D's. Double D's nuts.
Alright, here's our next. Honestly, you know what? If Karen is not in Punisher One Last Kill, I wouldn't be upset because I'm hoping she's in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Oh,
And that'd
Karen?
be like, yeah, Karen. I wouldn't mind if she's not in Punisher because she would be in Spider-Man. I wouldn't mind.
You know, honestly,
It's
I don't think I mind either.
honestly, it's either or. It's either One Last Kill or Brand New Day. I don't care.
I don't think I mind too much.
Plus, also another thing, and I could be wrong. I don't know because I've seen Deborah in TV shows, but I don't know about movies. But it would be Deborah's first film debut, I think. I could be wrong.
Really?
I could be wrong, but I've only seen her in TV shows.
We gotta look it up then.
I could be wrong. Maybe she is in movies, but I don't really know. I've only seen her in TV shows. Alright, here's this next one, and this is actually good for you because you're already starting the new season. Invincible season 4 is better than season 3.
I think they're
I
pretty
have
equal so far.
seen.
They're pretty equal so far. I like both of the seasons. To be fair though, I also really like the blue suit, so I also like the
Oh,
idea of like transitioning suits.
I'm gonna be honest. I wish Mark had the blue suit. I love it. You know what? Here's a hot take. I'll say it right now. The blue suit is better than the original.
That's fair. A lot of people agree.
I love that suit. He should have kept it.
Oh, he gets rid of it?
Oh,
Oh wait, no, that's in the trailers. No, my bad. I'm like my mind's slipping right now.
okay. I was about to say that. I'm like, oops. But yeah. So Ben and I have seen all the episodes so far. Episodes. No, wait. Not all of it. Like 1 through 8, obviously, because 7 and 8 are not out. But Ben and I have seen 1 through 6 so far. Ben and I watched the 6th episode together. That's the newest one.
Yeah, I was busy at the time y'all texted me to watch it with y'all.
Plus, I think that was during the time you didn't see the new season as well.
Yeah, that too.
So Ben and I saw the 6th episode, and honest, dude, I'm gonna be honest. If you're okay with guts and stuff like that, just be aware of episode 5. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I'm gonna be very excited.
Just make sure you bring a bucket with you just in case you throw up.
Oh, please, I've seen worse.
Have you?
Yeah.
Name one thing you've seen that's worst.
Well, I did watch The Walking Dead for a while. I have played a lot of gory video games, including I think no, I don't think that Until Dawn's that gory. I've played Dead Space, not fully. I've played a lot of Resident Evil games. I remember playing one game and it was like very like, oh, this is kind of disgusting. And I don't remember what it is, but I think it's in my game list if I look right now.
I'm gonna be honest here, right here. Now, as I'm watching episode 5 of season 4, in terms of goriness, and obviously this is obviously we've seen more gore as well in season 1, 2, 3, and 4. But compared to Deadpool, yeah, guess what? Deadpool is over here with the gore, and Invincible's all the way up here. Let's be freaking real.
I've seen some pretty gory horror movies as well. I remember seeing one where they cut open a dude's stomach. Well, yeah, by the way, if y'all want to like not hear this, just like mute this for a couple seconds. I've seen a movie where they cut open a dude's stomach and his intestines just fall out of his stomach.
You just said the plot of episode 5 of season of
And I've
season 4
also
of
played a
Invincible.
lot of Mortal Kombat too, so like
Okay, well, Mortal Kombat. Okay, yeah, never mind. But yeah, that's pretty much what Conquest does to Mark.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
The whole intestine thing. All right. So this next agree or disagree statement, I said this one before. I remember saying this one before, but the reason why I'm bringing it back is because we got some comic news, and I had to bring this back because of it. So Marvel Comics are rekindling Peter and MJ's relationship in the main timeline. I'm
Say that
gonna be
again?
honest. After okay, so Marvel Comics are rekindling Peter and MJ's relationship in the main timeline.
Oh, they're doing that. They're doing that, but they're also gonna like pull a fucking bait and switch on us at the last fucking moment. Be like, psych, they actually fucking hate each other, and she's gonna kill Pete.
Actually, I hardly agree with this because of something I saw.
Oh,
So
what's
you'll
that?
see what I mean. You'll see. I could send you the thing now, or you just want to wait. I could
No,
just
you
send
can
you the
send it
thing now
later.
if you want. Yeah. But I even wrote it down on the news thing. So, all right, I guess that's it for the agree or disagree. For a hot take, let's see. Oh, never mind. Here's another one last one, and I just made this up just now, and I didn't even write anything. The marketing team behind Daredevil Born Again should be replaced.
Honestly,
I
from the way it sounds like they probably need to do a better job before they lose their job.
Yeah, Brad Winderbaum, if you're watching this since you were on the escape pod, please please just try to do something with the marketing team because apparently they spoiled something about Jessica Jones, and I'm just not happy about it. I just wanted to see it in the show first rather than seeing it in a freaking trailer.
Right. I honestly doubt that people really want to see spoilers from a trailer instead of actually watching the show.
And what's crazy that they spoiled Vanessa's death a week before the episode came out.
And to be fair, we didn't know that they did that. We didn't know that they did that until after we saw the episode. That glass shard in her head did not really appear to me until after Marvel posted that gif of Fisk pointing the gun.
No, that gift came out that same week
No, they
of
reposted
before
again. They
releasing.
reposted it again,
Oh,
is
okay,
what I
yeah.
mean.
Okay. So for hot takes, I'm just gonna read what I was sent. Give me 1 second. This one comes from my friend Aiden. Okay, there's one here I'm not saying because I don't understand this one, so I'm not gonna say this one. But here's one. Daredevil gets all the chicks.
To be fair, I think Spider-Man is more of the chick magnet as of recently. He may not stick with them for long, but he still gets them.
I love how you say stick because he's Spider-Man.
Oh no, pun was entirely intended.
And my cousin, let's see what he sent. Let me open up my Instagram. He said something about movies after Endgame, but let me see. Hang on. He said this, and this got me a bit ragey, but whatever. I guess he's just recency bias, but I don't really know. We've gotten better movies after Endgame, and by that I mean quality.
Wait, say that again? We've gotten better movies after Endgame, and what does that mean?
No, he said we've gotten, well, the first one you said it right, but he said, and by that I mean quality.
Yes and no. Some movies have had bad quality, which I acknowledge that if you want to look at Ant-Man Quantumania and say like, oh yeah, the quality of the movie it could be better, I will agree with you. The quality of Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania is a little bit crap. And people will point out, oh, what about MODOK? He looks so fucking stupid. MODOK's supposed to look stupid, first of all. It's just that
I
they
think
didn't make
I
him look
think it's
really
because of
stupid.
the CGI. I think people didn't like the CGI on
Which
MODOK.
that is fair. But don't say that MODOK looks bad in comparison to MODOK when MODOK already looks like a giant fucking baby head.
That's what he's supposed to look like, anyways.
He's supposed to look like that. It's just they didn't give him the
But
shitty fucking red eyes.
something tells me my cousin skipped out on the whole Phase 4 era, but whatever. If you want to talk about quality, then watch Phase 5 and right now Phase 6, because we're on a generational run with those.
Yeah, if you want to talk about good quality Marvel movies, look at Fantastic Four.
Thunderbolts as well.
Thunderbolts as well, yeah.
And now just recently,
Spider-Man.
yeah, just coming out, looks pretty good.
I think both, and this you can crucify me if you want. I think Far From Home and No Way Home are also really good quality.
I could agree with that. The reason why I don't like No Way Home as much as other people is because the more I rewatch it, the less my number goes down. But that's just me. People call it the most rewatchable Spider-Man movie, but I don't really
I
think
think it
so.
is. I think it is.
You'd be surprised by how many people rewatch TASM too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. People rewatch all the Spider-Man movies. I'm one of them.
True. Do you have any hot take? Cause that's all I got really.
Yeah, I think I have one. Hot take: if you think that Tom Holland Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man are not as funny as Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you're a fucking fake fan, and you don't know that they are actually funnier than Tobey's Spider-Man, because Tobey did not say any jokes and barely any jokes outside of the fucking video games. And honestly, I will say this here: a lot of his lines were just cringy 2000s lines. They weren't actually good one-liners.
Well, you're not wrong there. Do you know that hot take I said a while ago that Karen Page will die in Daredevil Born Again Season 2?
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that, and then I feel like now you're kind of eating your words.
Yeah, I'm taking it back. Because she's gonna be in Daredevil Born Again Season 3.
Yeah, I know.
But I think the reason why I said that is because of marketing. Because like I said, they would put footage in certain things and in certain like in the way that they put them, like, oh yeah, this character might be gone.
Oh man, they're gonna kill my favorite girl, and it turns out no, they're not. We're just blind.
However, they did tease us with Foggy dying with season 1. I'll admit that. I can
That's true. They
admit
did do
that
that.
at ease. I'll admit that easily. And they did the same thing with Vanessa. Even before they spoiled it.
Yeah, which I think is funny as hell that they did that.
Jesus Christ. Okay, there you go. Alright, so let's go on with movie news then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So by the time this episode is out, both, well, episode 4 is, well, okay, so Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again Season 2, episode 4, Gloves Off is already out right now. Like right now today, Friday, April 10th,
Yeah,
so it's already out.
which by the way, that fucking boxing scene was that was not a fair fight. That was a murder.
I mean, let's be real, it's Wilson Fisk.
It's
It was
Wilson
never
Fisk
gonna
to
be
you.
fair. It was never gonna be fair.
It's Wilson Fisk to you.
Well, obviously it's the Kingpin too, but let's be
No,
real, it was
Fist.
never gonna be
Fist.
fair.
Fist.
Oh, I think it said Fisk.
No. Wilson Fist.
True.
Because he's
Wow.
throwing them haymakers.
But yeah, let's be real though. The minute we saw the boxing thing or we heard about it, it was never gonna be fair.
I thought for a moment they were going to get a guy the same size as Fisk, and then I saw they do. I'm like, oh no, he's dead. You know, I thought they were going to go wait for. I thought they were going to do like a matching weight thing, and I was like, okay, this is going to be somewhat a fair fight. You know, like the guy they're going to get is like super muscly, and he's going to look like he's the same size as Fisk, around the same weight area. And then it shows it's like,
Okay,
oh no, they never intended this to be a fair fight.
Okay, but wait though. So Fisk, I could be wrong, but they actually revealed this in the episode. He was 325 pounds.
Yeah,
The regular dude was like what, 200 or something?
yeah. He's like, I think he was like 230, maybe 280.
Yeah, that dude would have died easily.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
Actually, no, wait, imagine he was like 130 or something like that. That
Oh
dude
my
would
god,
be
no, he
like
would have been gone in the
snapped as
first
a
punch.
twig.
He would have been gone
that
in the first
dude,
punch. Are you kidding me?
that dude would have ended up like a group where Fick just takes him in the river. No, wait, like Deadpool and Juggernaut. Just pick him up like this and just body
Oh
slam
yeah,
him or
ripped
something,
him.
or
He
just,
would
and
have
just
been ripped in half.
easily. But
Obviously with the hands, but you know.
yeah. Also, I kind of liked Fisk's confidence when he said in the episode, "I'm gonna make sure the man doesn't lay a glove on me," or something like that, or whatever he said,
Oh, he won't land a single blow on me.
something like that. But anyway, so by the time this episode is out, episode 5 of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, titled The Grand Design, is now streaming on Disney Plus. So by the time The Grand Design is out, so is this episode.
Yeah.
Um, Invincible Season 4, Episode 6 and 7, don't even do it. I know I know for a fact if Ben was here,
Me and Ben tortured Jonathan last night with the 6-7 joke. It was funny.
which by the way, I kind of wish Ben never read the James G slang because what he said yesterday was wild.
Was he really just quoting random brain rot last night?
I guess so.
He wasn't even saying half of it right.
At all.
Ben, if you're watching this, you didn't say half of it right, man. Brush up on your actual like lingo and how to use it in conversation.
You know what? I'm gonna clip this and send it to him.
Do it. I dare you. You won't. You won't.
Oh, I will. Believe me, I will clip it and send it to him. But yeah, so season 4, episode 6 and 7 are now streaming on Disney Plus. I mean, Prime Video. I'm sorry.
Oh, you said Disney Plus. I'm telling on you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you to Disney.
Anyways, so episode 6 is out right now, but episode 7 is not. So by the time this episode comes out, 7 will be out.
Yeah.
We got comic news. So there are new number ones that are already out at local comic shop that you can get, and it is Daredevil, Wonder Man, Deadpool, April Fool's Day, and Captain Marvel Dark Past.
Okay.
I need to get number 2 because of Emma. Okay, so number 2 comes out next month. But I need to get number 2 because I've seen a panel that's already out, like previews and stuff. And I forgot the artist's name, but Lucas Wedrick, I don't know. But I saw Emma Frost, and let's just say there are 6 reasons why I need to read the comics.
Okay.
Put it this way: 2 plus 2 plus 2. Let's put it like that.
That's quick math.
Let's just put it like that. But yes, so Daredevil number 1 and the blind bag, by the way, for Daredevil. Wonder Man number 1, Deadpool April Fool's Day number 1, and Captain Marvel number 1 is
I just realized you
Captain
said.
Marvel
Did you say
Dark
April
Past.
Fool's Day?
Yeah, I'm not joking. That's literally what it's called.
That's clever. I like that. That's clever.
But yeah, so all those number ones are now on sale at local comic shop. For Daredevil number 1, you can also get the blind bags.
Meanwhile, I am probably gonna go to my comic shop the next time I'm available, which is probably gonna be a while.
What is today? Okay, so it won't be out by the time this episode comes out. Okay, never mind. So Beef season 2 will be released on Netflix April 16th. So I checked on my calendar right now. So by the time this episode is out, Beef season 2 won't be out. So April 16th. So this episode comes out on April 14th. Okay, so that's just 2 days. All right.
You know, I wish I had my red shades. I could just put them on and just stare at the camera like this.
That'd be creepy, but I wouldn't mind.
Oh yeah, I was staring at it for a moment. I'm like, wait, where's my red sunglasses? And I realized they're in my car. I should have brought them in because we
Yo.
were talking Daredevil today, but you know.
So Marvel announced a. I can't tell if this is a one shot or a miniseries, but they announced X-Men: The Hellfire Murder.
Hellfire Murder?
Someone's dead, and I wonder who it is.
I bet it's finally Wade.
And then they just announced a whole bunch of Queen in Black shit.
Yeah. Also,
Okay,
it's
I'm
been
not.
like how many? It's been how many days since Paul died?
Which, by the way, thank you Marvel for that.
I'm not thinking Marvel. I'm thinking the writer.
True. Anyway, so for the Queen in Black stuff, they announced Queen in Black Defenders of Light and Dark, Queen in Black Venom Unchained, Queen in Black Hela, and Queen in Black Thor.
That ain't a bad lineup.
I saw the cover for Defenders of Light and Dark, and Dagger is in it.
It's not bad.
I believe I believe Cloak is in it, but I didn't see him in the cover. Maybe I just gotta look again, but I don't know. But if Dagger is in it, then so is Cloak.
Yeah.
Uh, this was fast, by the way. I was not expecting time to go this fast. But Haley Steinfeld has welcomed her first child. It's a girl. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Time
Congratulations.
time went by fast because correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she have to?
Pretend I'm taking a phone call. What's the name of the dude who plays Miles again?
Oh, Shamik Moore.
Was that? Oh, Shamik Moore's crying again. Oh, damn, that sucks.
But yeah. So didn't she announce a pregnancy like Christmas?
Yeah,
Like
she was
not so
probably
long
like
ago.
she probably was like she was probably quite a bit along, but you know, you have to hide it
I guess.
because people be
Uh
creepy with that shit, especially paparazzi.
oh, I got news about that. Oh, I got news about that,
Fuck
dude.
paparazzi, bro.
Oh, I got news about that. Maul
What do the
Shadow
paparazzi do
Lord.
now?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see. You just gotta wait for it. You'll see. It
Why
has
you gotta
something to
do this
do.
to me?
It has something to do with a pregnant star too. Um, Maul Shadow Lord has officially been renewed for season 2. Season 1
Yes,
is now streaming.
yes, and I want to say I have been seeing videos about it all on TikTok. Apparently, and this is fucking cool, by the way. I'm just gonna say this with every ounce of my chest. This is fucking incredible. They put Sam Witwer's screams, his like yells, into the sound of the lightsaber, of Maul's lightsaber,
Hmm.
and that's fucking sick.
We got our first official look, and I'm not joking. This is not the official. You can look this up on Amazon. I'm not joking. We got our first look at Marvel Animation's X-Men 97 Season 2.
You
I'm
know,
not
I'm
joking.
excited.
I'm not joking. There's no trailer, there's no promo, no nothing. This is literally on Amazon. Search up X-Men 97 Season 2 poster on
That's
Amazon.
nuts.
And
That's
yeah.
fucking.
Oh, we got Funko Pops too.
Of course, because Funko has to ruin everything.
We got Apocalypse Storm. Oh, Storm got the long hair now. Like ponytail.
Good, good.
So she's not Mohawk. Well, we obviously expected her to have long hair in season 2. She had long hair in season 1 after the Mohawk, so I know that. Okay, never mind. So I'm not
Which you
surprised
know,
about the long hair now.
the Mohawk on Storm is pretty hot.
It's pretty cool. speaking of mohawks, speaking of women with mohawks, I find this really weird and unattractive for
Oh,
some reason. But I saw an Invincible comic panel, and it's Mohawk Mark with Mohawk Eve.
that's weird. That's a little weird. I do
And
want to say I just like opened Twitter because I got a notification. It's about Sam Witwer. Sam Witwer on whether he would return as Starkiller if Lucasfilm ever asked. Quote, I would shave my head in an instant. Very happy to do so. I love that character,
I
and he's
just saw
really the
that.
reason I'm here.
I just saw that
I
like
fucking
before we
love that.
recorded.
I love that he loves Starkiller as much as I do.
But yeah, also another thing, I saw a fan art about the Mohawk characters, Mark and Eve. You're not gonna believe this.
They have Mohawk children.
Worse.
They got bald children.
It has nothing to do with children, I'll tell you that much right now.
That'd be funny as hell, though.
Mark has a collar and a chain,
Yeah,
and it's just Eve like holding it, and then they're both just smiling. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I think that's in the isn't it in the comic?
I don't. Well, the Mohawk characters are in the comics, but I don't know about the chain and the collar.
That's funny though. If that's actually in the comic, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Mohawk, Mark, and Eve are way more freaking than our Mark and Eve. That's crazy.
Let's not say anything yet. We don't actually know how freaky they are in the actual show.
Rewatch season 3, dude. I dare you. But yeah. Also, another thing, and they were kind of expected because again, Eve has a mohawk in this alternate universe. No clothes at all. Well, she has clothes on, but like she's half naked.
Like
But
underwear.
whatever. Yeah. We got a first look at Norman Osborn, Kurt Connors, Gwen Stacy, and Miles Warren in Marvel Rivals.
Okay, I don't think we needed Gwen Stacy. I mean, we saw the
Well,
picture. Actually, no. If we're talking about like those images, yeah, I saw the picture of Gwen Stacy kissing on a young Peter Parker.
yeah, I think that was the first look of Gwen Stacy. I don't think she'll be an actual
I
character
hope
in
she's
the
not a playable
game.
character ever.
Unless she's Spider-Gwen, but whatever, that's just me.
I'm getting sick of Spider Gwen showing up and stuff. I'll be honest.
Well, then you'll be sick of Beyond Spider-Verse.
No, I mean like outside of like multiverse shit. Like she just keeps popping up in shit she doesn't need to be in.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man season 2 is a perfect example
Prime
of that.
example. Another example. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 sees somehow a character in that game visiting Miles from another universe, which did not need to happen.
Uh, I'm surprised about Miles Warren being in Marvel Rivals. I know he's
He's the
not
Jackal.
he's not my Jackal. That's the thing. The Jackal I grew up with was Raymond Warren.
He's the original Jackal.
Oh, so Miles is after
Miles is
Raymond?
the original.
Oh,
Miles Warren
but
is the
yeah,
original
Raymond.
Jackal.
Yeah, so the one I grew up with is Raymond.
Yeah, that one's like a show original, if I remember right.
Oh, it is?
If I remember right.
Oh, okay. Wait, what if it's like an original but also an amalgamation at the same time?
I don't know.
Uh,
I'd have to look and see what he's inspired by in order to make sure. But I highly doubt he is a amalgamation of Miles Warren and another character.
the London world premiere for Avengers Doomsday. This is very early. I don't know why they're doing this, but the London world
Because
premiere
they're confident.
uh, for Avengers Doomsday will reportedly be on December 7th. Look, I get it, they're confident and stuff, but dude, aren't they worried about spoilers
I think they're
getting out?
overconfident is their issue.
This is December 7th. That's like 10 days away from the actual release date.
Yeah, it is, which is very crazy. And speaking of something similar, for anyone who's a fan of the Amazing Digital Circus, they all found out today that they're releasing the final episode, I think, as well as episode 8, in theaters June 4th for select theaters in the U.S., Canada, and some other locations. I don't remember all the locations,
Wait
but
for what?
for the Amazing Digital Circus, it's an indie film. It's an indie animation thing that's going on. I highly recommend it. It's really the animation's very good.
Well, we didn't know about the Funko Pops. I'm gonna skip that one.
But I will say that the fact that they're releasing those in theaters 2 weeks before the actual like finale episode, which is already an hour long, that's very ballsy. And people on the internet are already so toxic with this show for some reason. So I already feel that people are going to spoil this finale as soon as they're able.
I'll be back. I'm gonna take a short bathroom break. I gotta go.
Yeah. For the viewers at home, I have these right here, the Star Sapphire and White Lantern ring. I've had these since I was a little tyke. I think since like 11 or 12.
Drew Goddard reveals that the Netflix Daredevil show was originally meant to be a two-part movie and not a TV show. He said, and I quote, "My vision is that the first one would be the Kingpin, finding a way to make that special. The villain of the second movie should be the Punisher."
I wouldn't call Punisher like a villain,
More of an anti-hero.
I guess.
Okay, here's another thing that I clearly do not believe. Haley Steinfeld is rumored to return as Kate Bishop in Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, no.
I like to see her return.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but no, I don't think it's happening. Here's the thing, unless they got her to hide that baby bump with like CGI or something, then sure.
I mean, that also depends on like if they're filming after she's already given the birth. Didn't she already give the birth?
Yeah,
Actually, yeah,
but Doomsday was filmed last year though.
that's true.
Although they could be doing reshoots, but I don't really know. Uh, why is this a rumor? This should be more of official. But whatever, just a rumor at this point. But all three Spider-Men are reportedly will reportedly be in Avengers Secret Wars. That's not even a rumor at this point. That's just confirmed. Because again, it's called Secret Wars. It's a multiverse movie.
Yeah. Usually, like when that's a thing, they just kind of like let it go.
Plus, also another thing, Secret Wars is the end of everything.
If not most of everything.
Fox, Sam Raimi, Spider-Man movies. That's it. Well, I mean, we can still rewatch them, obviously, but like in terms of seeing them again, yeah, this is the end
Yeah, it's gonna be the end. I don't think I
of
don't think people want to see
everything.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man anymore in future films. I don't think people want to see Andrew more, but I think a lot of like Tobey fans are gonna be pissed, so they're gonna say, "No, I don't want to see Andrew anymore."
I mean, if they want to do outward stuff like animation or whatever, I don't mind seeing Andrew as Spider-Man.
So I also want to point out I think I know a reason. People have been like pointing out recently that like Sam Raimi Spider-Man fans are very similar to Snyder fans, but the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are actually better than the Snyder films. So we've been excusing it for a while.
But yeah, if and honestly, again, Secret Wars is the end of mostly everything. We will never see any of these characters ever again.
For the most part.
Well, well, multiverse characters, I mean. But like again, Marvel might want to keep some characters for the new reboot stuff, and some people will obviously die. But obviously, it'll
Yeah.
be a. But it's very clear it's gonna be a soft reboot, so that's not everything.
Honestly,
Because
I'm
for
just
the
excited
most,
to see how they do it, you know?
what, the soft reboot or the movie?
The movies.
Um, Marvel Studios, I don't believe this because after Secret Wars, I don't think we're gonna get another Avengers movie at all. But Marvel Studios is reportedly developing an Avengers project featuring the Eternals and the Celestial.
I mean, if they do it, it's not gonna be that bad.
I mean, I don't mind if they do it, but I just want them to let go of the Avengers title. Because that's it. After Civil War, we're not getting any more Avengers stuff for a while, probably.
I would like to see them not use the Avengers name for a while. Yeah, but if
I
they
mean, if
if
they
they
want to
have to,
do,
then they have to.
I mean, if they want to do a crossover movie, because for Avengers they have to do crossovers for with the Avengers title for some reason. I don't even know
Right.
why. Because, because if you think about it, Doomsday and Secret Wars, they're not even Avengers movies. They're just crossovers.
Well, I mean, I think most Avengers things, like most things, are a crossover thing. But if we think about it this way, the comic books have crossover events, and comic books are more like easily purchasable, and you could buy them all together, and it'll give Marvel a ton of money. But if you were to go see a giant movie, then yeah, that's a bit different than like putting out a whole bunch of like things at once. That'd be like the way TV shows do it as well is also very similar. Like especially like what the CW did. Like, oh, watch this season of watch this episode of this season of The Flash, and then go to Defender. I mean, not Defenders. Whatever the time traveler one was, I forget for some reason. And then go watch
Well,
Arrow, and then go
Crisis,
watch Supergirl, etc., etc.
like what? Crisis on Infinite Earth.
But kind of like the Crisis stuff, yes. But like also, what was that one with the time travel? I don't remember what it was.
Meaning I've never seen the Flash entirely.
But you get my point. TV shows have it much easier to do like these crossovers. Like, oh, you gotta
Excuse me.
here watch this episode first, and then go to this episode of this other show. That way, you're like you stay in the loop of what's going on with major events. Movies can't do that necessarily. Like not unless they're doing a two-part movie. It's
Yeah.
like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. There, it was so much stuff that they included in the movie that they had to separate it into two movies. And if they and for Avengers, yeah, they can't necessarily do like crossover. They can't do like, oh, this movie's going to be part of this saga or this event. They have to do one giant movie. So yeah, it's technically it's under the technicality of a crossover, but it is an Avengers movie, all in all.
I'm I'm gonna be honest, and this is a hot take actually. I'm hoping Secret Wars gets split into two parts because we get Secret Wars. Because if you think about it, 2028 is gonna be the 20th anniversary of the MCU.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I entirely forgot about that.
And if look, if they want to
Oh my god,
kickstart
we're
that,
already there?
if you want to kickstart the 20th anniversary with X-Men, that could be a good start. But at the same time, we got Doomsday being again. I could be wrong about the runtime, and you can just call me insane. But because of how massive the story is, the movie could probably be like 4 hours long. So I think what's best to do, and this is just my opinion, is split Secret Wars in two, and then let Secret Wars Part Two be the 20th anniversary of the MCU.
They could do that. They could, but I don't know if
Unless
they're actually going to do it.
unless they're using Secret Wars Part One for Doomsday, because if that's the case, then sure, whatever. Because then, if you think about it, if they're all gonna adapt Secret Wars starting from Doomsday, then Doomsday is basically Secret Wars Part One. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking to myself. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, it's
Um,
fucking crazy.
yeah, we getting old. Well, I'm only turning. Well, I'm turning 17 this year, but whatever. Uh, Funko Pops and merchandise for Spider-Man Brand New Day are reportedly set to release this month, but it is currently unknown what day they're releasing.
I wish they would actually give us like actual like pictures. The show. like images of what they're gonna release for merchandise.
This month isn't it a bit too early because the movie doesn't come out until like the last day of July.
There have been so many things that get actual release dates. So I'm not really too shocked.
I mean, I'm seeing merchandise for Civil Girl, and that's different because we're already in April, and the next month is gonna be May. That's different. That's understandable. But for Spider-Man, it's like, yo, we're already in April. Why not just wait till like May or June to release merch?
I mean, I've seen movies release merch this early on.
True. Funko Pop for Marvel Television Vision Quest will officially be released in August.
Damn, damn, really?
I mean, the show just came out in the fall. That was announced last year.
Can't believe I forgot about that.
Which, by the way, Brad Winderbaum said that there was some stuff about Ultron that he can't wait for fans to see.
Ultron? Oh boy,
You forgot about that, did you?
I got worried. I got worried.
Oh, okay. So reshoots are happening. Okay, yeah. I wrote down reshoots for Avengers Doomsday begins this month. Okay, I forgot about that. I mean, if they can squeeze in Hailey Steinfeld, I guess Kate Bishop could return in Doomsday. But I'd rather see her in Secret Wars.
I'd like to see her return. I mean, if they do put her in Secret Wars or Doomsday, it's fine.
I think Kate Bishop is gonna be one of those characters who's gonna stay post Secret Wars.
I hope so.
So I don't think they're gonna get rid of her. Marvel. Okay, this has me excited. Marvel Studios is reportedly exploring ways to bring Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four together for a film following Avengers Secret Wars.
Huh.
Make it happen. I want to see Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four together.
I want to see them make the Fantastic Five.
I mean, we almost got Franklin as a member towards the end of the movie.
I mean, yeah, sure, but I like
Plus
Spider-Man
another
more.
thing, plus also another thing. I think towards the end of the movie, the news guy said the
Please
Fantastic
welcome the
Five.
Fantastic Five.
The first official teaser for DC Studios' Clayface is reportedly releasing this month or the next month. So May. So if it comes out next month, then that would be May, June, July, August, September. Okay, that's 4 months. That's perfect.
That's a good bit away.
Okay, that's fine.
We're gonna say that,
I
and
would
then it's gonna like roll by really too fast.
like Spider-Man, for example. Okay, this is where the agree or disagree statement comes back. The whole solo film for Daredevil. You know why I said that?
Hmm.
Because it's actually rumored that a solo Daredevil film starring Charlie Cox could be in development at Marvel Studios. The film will reportedly serve as a conclusion to the storyline built across the first 3 seasons of Daredevil Born Again.
Okay,
Told
I
you.
like that.
And here comes the topic of this episode. You ready for this? The Defenders will officially return and reunite in Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again Season 3.
Oh,
So this is the topic of this episode.
so
Let's,
that means I'm getting my Iron Fist action again.
yep, and guess who's coming back to play Jessica Jones' husband, potentially.
Luke Cage.
Yep. Iron Fist can finally be redeemed because I hate seeing crap about Finn Jones.
I fucking loved Iron Fist. I just wish they wrote him better instead of being this fucking weirdo.
I don't get it. They always blame the actor. I don't know why.
Nobody should blame the actor. He's a good dude. He's, from what I've heard, he's been a cool guy. It's just the people who wrote his character were shit.
Like I literally saw like a little clip of him at a CinemaCon. This was like a while ago, I think, after Iron Fist ended. He said, and I quote, "Give me a," literally, I'm not joking, word for word into the mic. "Give me a fucking chance."
Yeah,
Word for word, he said that on the microphone.
I'll give him a fucking chance. Yeah, why not?
And Karen Page and Jessica Jones will officially, yeah, we already know this. They're gonna, Karen Page and Jessica Jones will return in Daredevil Born Again season 3. Yeah, we know.
Obviously.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting Jessica to return in season 3. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. Ooh, okay, never mind. I feel like for season 3, they should, instead of Daredevil Born Again, it should be Daredevil Defenders Unite or something like that. That would be pretty cool.
They could do like
She,
this. They could do this thing where it breaks down the Daredevil name and puts Defenders Born Again.
I'm hearing a rumor that Iron Fist is gonna be the new Daredevil because Matt's in prison apparently.
I
I
don't
think
like
there's a
that.
comic. I think there's a comic where Iron Fist takes the role of Daredevil for a while because Matt is in prison.
I don't like that idea.
I don't think you're gonna be too happy about this, but I think maybe this is temporary. Sheila Rivera will officially become the new mayor of New York City in Daredevil Born Again season 3. I think this is temporary.
I think it's temporary as well, depending on what we see in Spider-Man.
Well, she is in Spider-Man because we see her give the key to the city to Spider-Man. But yeah, I think it's temporary because have you seen the paparazzi shots of season 3 yet?
Not yet.
Well, since Defenders is already confirmed, I might as well just tell you this. There's paparazzi shots of Mike Coulter wearing a comic accurate suit, like like a like a yellow button down shirt and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So maybe in this season he's running for mayor.
Maybe.
Uh, Spaceballs. Okay, you know the movie Spaceballs.
Yeah, I love that movie. I haven't seen it forever, but I love it. I know they're coming
Spaceballs
out with a
2.
sequel.
Yeah, yeah, and guess what? We finally got an actual release date instead of just
Oh, really?
2027. Yeah,
Nice.
April 23rd is when it comes out. So, yeah, April 23rd of 2027.
Okay.
Doctor Doom and Reed Richards will reportedly build special cannons on every Earth to stop the incursions and Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Why the hell will you build a cannon to stop an incursion? That's pretty much blowing up somebody's home. Oh.
And I might have brought it up in another episode, but I think I brought it up in the last episode, either that or before we started filming. But I and a couple of my friends have started a audio podcast. We haven't uploaded any videos or anything yet, but the soonest we do, I will advertise it. That's a thumbs up.
Nice. And I can see this, right? That you filmed already?
Yeah, I'll say it myself. We've already filmed. Me and my friends have already filmed 2 episodes. My friend who initially got it all together started the hosted that episode, and the way we're doing things, we're going to be doing a way of like competing to see who will get the most points and host the next episode. I won the first one. I won at the end of the first one, and I hosted the second episode.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and I did a
Oh, wait.
Pokemon themed. I did a Pokemon themed episode towards the
Oh,
end.
wait. So you shot 2 episodes? I thought you shot
Not
one.
not in one day. We shot already 2 episodes. We're working on the third one's coming up on Thursday.
Oh wow,
So we're trying to, fingers crossed, get that all taken care of.
nice. All right. So I'm gonna have to repeat this one again since you probably didn't hear me. But Doctor Doom
Yeah.
and Reed Richards will reportedly build special cannons on every Earth to stop the incursions in Avengers Doomsday. I'm gonna be honest, this sounds kind of dumb.
It sounds like a very Reed Richards thing to do.
But here's the thing, though. Why would you build special cannons, though? That's like blowing up another Earth.
Well, there are Nazi Earths
Okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
and
That's
zombie
Invincible.
Earths.
Okay, never mind.
Think about it. There is that entire there is that other Earth in the Marvel universe that's run by Hydra. And
What if?
let's not forget that Hydra is literally Marvel Nazis.
True. Avengers Doomsday, the art of the movie, will officially be on sale on December 22nd. The price is $50. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, honestly, I wouldn't mind getting this for Christmas.
If we can get that shit rolling.
The Avengers Doomsday World Premiere event will take place on December 14th in LA. Now, that's a reasonable date right there.
That is very reasonable.
But a freaking December 7th London is nuts.
It is.
I think I said this to you last night. James Marsden said that Ian McKellen did some of his own stunts in Avengers Doomsday.
Ian McKellen. Really?
Yep, did his own stunt.
That's crazy. That man at his age?
I mean, he did say he destroyed New Jersey, so.
That's nuts, though. That man does not need to be doing his own stunts.
But hey, if the man wants to do his own stunt, let him do his own stunts.
He's old.
He's a legend.
He's legendarily old.
Hey, Ian McKellen, yeah, instead of destroying New Jersey, yeah, I got someone right here.
Old.
Peter Parker will reportedly be missing or presumed dead by the end of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, no, I don't. This next one, however, I believe. Ironheart, Rio Vidal / Death, and Mephisto are reportedly set to play major roles in the supernatural side of the next MCU saga.
Okay. I'd like to
Okay,
see Riri would come back.
so what I heard is, and it was like a long time ago. I don't know if they're sticking to this. And again, this is just a rumor. But I heard that the next saga is gonna focus on three things: supernatural, mutants, and cosmic.
Okay.
So, but why Ironheart though? Come on.
I think Ironheart is good. I
For
think she's a good character.
supernatural? For
Well, I
supernatural?
mean, she already has talked to Mephisto.
I
Think
guess.
about it. And not only that, she was in Marvel Zombies, which, that's not really saying much. Everyone was in Marvel Zombies.
I'm not gonna lie, death was expected. I'm not gonna lie. Death was really expected.
Honestly, I'm real
Which,
excited to see what they do with Riri in the next set of Marvel films.
yeah, I feel like Dominique. God, what's the actress name?
I don't remember her name offhand, which is unfortunate because I really think she's perfect for the role.
Oh yeah, wait, Dominique something. But I feel like Ironheart is gonna be one of those characters who also stays post Secret Wars.
Yeah, we need the Young Avengers. I feel like this is the time for the Young Avengers, and I feel like maybe not
Yeah,
Spider-Man specifically should
yeah,
lead them,
Young
but like
Avengers.
we should get
Dude,
them at some point.
Young Avengers consist of teenagers, dude. They're freaking adults now.
Well, the Young Avengers consisted of young adults and teenagers, which, well into their, 20s, maybe early 20s.
Why don't you call them champions at this point or something?
Well, the Champions was another group of people.
Oh. The production company behind Black Panther 3 is called Fragment Productions LLC. Okay.
Fragment Productions?
I'm very curious about that title.
It's an interesting title for sure.
Okay. Honestly, if I was James Marsden, I'd do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. James Marsden said that he joined Avengers Doomsday without even reading the script.
Can you say that again?
James Marsden joined Avengers Doomsday without even reading the script.
That sounds right. He wanted to come back as Cyclops for the longest time, and he
Um,
would get joked with by his co-star for Sonic, with saying "Oh yeah, did you know he was Cyclops?" And he would joke in every interview, he'd point out.
here's a new one. Okay. Granted, I've seen the trailer and I wish I could bleach my eyes. But if Euphoria season 3 is now streaming on HBO Max, so by the time this episode comes out, Euphoria season 3 will be out.
Oh God, that show's
I've
still
seen
going?
the. I think season 3 is the final season.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I have seen the trailer and I wish I was blind.
It's a good thing I'm not interested in that show.
They did something to Sydney Sweeney's character that I wish I never saw. Let's just go with that. Boomerang is okay. This freaking shocked me for some reason. Boomerang is the new Venom in Web of Venom #1.
Boomerang.
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 Deadass. I'm not joking.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I guess Mary Jane's gonna die unless they
No.
found another black symbiote somewhere.
Okay, this sounds reasonable. The Lego sets for Spider-Man Brand New Day will reportedly be released on June 1st. Okay.
And probably be expensive as hell.
Depending on how big the set is, probably.
Oh no, all the Lego sets have been expensive lately. You can't even find one. I can't even find one under $20 anywhere.
How much are they now?
There's a lot of them that are $30 to $40, and
What?
then there's a Lego Death Star set that's $1,000.
Okay, well that's different because that's like a big
But
ass
hold
thing.
on, let me say this right now. It's not a full Death Star. It's like you're looking at a flat wall, and it's here's layer, 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 layer. It's like a layered Death Star that's $1,000.
Sell that for $50. Why do you need $1,000 for that?
Got me.
Even I wouldn't need that. A Spider-Man variant will seemingly appear in Avengers Doomsday. This actually according to the Easter post that RDJ posted on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it.
Watch that the Spider-Man variant is Miles.
No, but it has Tom Holland's logo, the new one.
Oh yeah, I saw that promo image.
Say the same thing with Doctor Strange.
Which I think it's very
He's
interesting that they're
returning.
gonna do that.
I'm not surprised that Doctor Strange is gonna come back. I'm not surprised because they're probably gonna retcon everything that happened in Multiverse of Madness.
Either that, or they're gonna have him pop up out of nowhere after the events of Multiverse of Madness.
So what? The whole third eye thing not even a thing anymore?
I got no clue.
Marvel Studios head of television, animation, and streaming, Brad Winderbaum has officially announced. I'm not joking. He just casually said this, but he announced Marvel Animation's Marvel Zombie Season 2 on
Oh
the
well,
Escape Pod podcast. So he was on a nerdy podcast like ours, and then he just randomly announced Season 2.
I don't know if he was allowed to do that. If he was allowed to do that, kudos. But
You know what's crazy? He didn't even say, "Hey, guess what? This is coming out." He just said this, and I quote, I saw the first animatic of season 2 of episode 1 of Marvel Zombies.
Okay, yeah, he's if he was not allowed to say anything, then oh boy, he's going to be fucking punished.
You know what's
Holy
crazy
shit.
though? Before he said that, he also said this. I don't think this is a spoiler.
Still, I don't think you're allowed to speak on topics of that are that sensitive.
Elizabeth Olsen wants to return as the Scarlet Witch in the MCU. I got something to say about this regarding a new thing that just came out. And let's just say I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
And what's that?
I want to see Olsen at Scarlet Witch so bad, but I don't think it's gonna happen anymore.
Did something happen to
Because
make you say that?
yeah, based on paparazzi shots, she's pregnant.
I mean, you can be pregnant and still work.
I mean, well, I guess with CGI and they can just like remove the baby bump, but dude. Oh yeah, which by the way, Elizabeth Olsen is pregnant with her first baby. It's rumored to be twins, believe it or not, because
That's
I
kind
think
of
the
funny.
Olsen, because I think the Olsen family had a history of twins.
Now I'm
I could
wondering
be wrong.
if the Sprouse brothers are going to end up with kids that are twins one day.
I'm gonna be honest. If it's two twin boys and it's an infant Tommy and Billy, that would be so funny.
That's fucking crazy. That would be fucking crazy.
The final trailer for The Devil Wears Prada 2 has been released. The movie comes out in a couple weeks, I think, May 1st. So that's not so
Yeah,
that's
that's a
not
couple
far.
weeks from now, but I still can't believe they decided to do that.
And what the first movie came out what early 2000s?
I don't even remember. Came out almost 30 years
Um,
ago.
damn, it's been that long.
I think so. We're in 2026. It's almost 30 years.
Damn. Brad Winderbaum said that he agrees with fans that we should have gotten a What If the Others Half Got Snapped on the What If series. Hold on. You're the head of Marvel Animation. You can do anything at this point with your TV shows, and so
And you
why didn't
didn't
you
think
make
to do
him?
that? You didn't think to
Why didn't
you
he?
didn't think to just, you know, fucking oh, let me just, fucking do that shit.
Brad, I love you, but dude,
I have a feeling some of these guys just don't think.
I think Brad does. I'm not sure about the team behind the shows, do.
I don't know. I got no clue.
Marvel
Every
has
day I think
released.
every day I think someone knows how to think and then I get proven wrong.
I guess. Marvel has released a mid-season trailer for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. They revealed too much and a spoilery surprise regarding Jessica Jones. Unfortunately, I've seen the trailer. Thankfully, Chris has not.
I have not.
Thank God. Stay away from it. Uh,
And now that you say
look,
that,
I'll
it's
say
probably going to
this.
pop up 300 times more than it already has.
Here's what I will say. When I first saw it, the first like 30 seconds was fine. Because it was just Bullseye in the diner just getting a milkshake, and they didn't reveal much of the fight
Oh my god,
or
that
the
fight was
massacre.
so cool. That bar scene,
But
that diner scene was so cool.
the minute I saw Jessica Jones and what she the minute I saw Jessica Jones, I was like, okay, so then she's gonna talk to man about him not getting up or whatever, or or her making fun of the new black suit or whatever. But nah, she said something about the task force being at her house, and then she said something else that I'm not gonna say. But Chris apparently figured it out. So you want to say it?
Jessica Jones has a baby.
I don't think she said baby to be
Well,
specific. I think she,
had a baby.
yeah. So now I view Jessica Jones a lot differently now, a little bit, because normally Jessica Jones is like what, just gritty, like emo type character, right? But then now that she's a mom, I'm thinking, well, obviously they're gonna show her being ruthless, of course, but like when she's around her kid, like she's gonna have to do well, depending on how old the kid is, I guess. But she's gonna start baby talking. She's gonna start like saying "sweetie," "honey," "baby,"
I mean,
whatever. Like I'm like,
you can still keep your lifestyle choices and be a mom.
I mean, yeah, but like I can like never picture someone like Jessica Jones and like to her kid. Like here's the thing. Whenever I see Jessica Jones, I don't see her being a mom. I just see her like just being like, I don't care,
I mean, she can still have, like I said, she can still have that attitude and then switch up when it comes to the baby.
True.
People do that. People have like people can go to work and act one way and go home and act another way.
You know what's funny though? The scene at the diner. Marvel, I swear to God, this is not a joke. Marvel released that hours before the episode came out.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And I think I brought this up earlier, but
I did not see it,
I
thankfully.
think I brought this up earlier, but they also showed him working on his apartment that he had,
Well,
and dear fucking god, why did they make him show off that ass? Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. They had him do
the
push-ups in such a weird way that his ass was just all the way out.
the
Like
only
Marvel,
exclusive the only exclusive clip that I saw that came out that same day, hours before the episode came out, was the Daredevil and Bullseye fight. But that's it. Anything else I didn't see.
yeah, it's fucking crazy though.
Also, Bullseye like swinging the DVD, like or the CD, like it's a Captain America shield is crazy.
I think him throwing things like that was fucking crazy.
I've got DC stuff, but I'm gonna skip it because I want to go straight into the X-Men stuff because I'm very hyped about this. So Lee Sung Jin and Joanna, uh, forgive me if I butcher the last name, Kahlo, are officially working on the script for Marvel's new X-Men movie. They both worked on the screenplay for Thunderbolts.
Okay.
What else? I'm skipping everything DC. I'm going straight to the X-Men. Jake Schreier has confirmed that Marvel Studios has plans for multiple X-Men movies. I'm
Okay.
not surprised. I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah.
The MCU X-Men movie is officially expected to be released in theaters in 2028.
Jeez.
So in 2 years, we're getting the MCU X-Men.
I'm
Two
so
years.
excited to see X-Men. I'm not even
That's
gonna lie.
fast. Jake Schreier says that the MCU X-Men movie will take inspiration from Chris Claremont's comic run. So I'm a bit worried about this one because Wolverine is in the comic run.
Explain.
I saw a comic. I saw a comic cover of the X-Men, and it's from Chris Claremont's run, and it's Wolverine, Storm in the black and yellow, gold or whatever it is, yellow or gold. I can never get the color right.
That's always something.
But yeah, it's like Wolverine, Storm, and all that stuff. So whatever. If they want to start the MCU X-Men right, I cannot believe I'm gonna sound like my dad here. But I don't want to see Wolverine in the first movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh, Brad Winderbaum spoiled that Norman Osborn becomes Green Goblin at some point in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Well, yeah.
Although he didn't specify when or what season, so I guess
No,
that's not
yeah.
really.
I mean, it's to be fair, Norman Osborn becoming Green Goblin is inevitable in every universe.
But here's my question: is he gonna get the Ultimate Spider-Man 2024 type armor, or is he just gonna be a monster?
I'm wondering if they're gonna do armor or if it's gonna be like the rubber mask like they usually do.
All right, let's see more. Oh, dude, I'm hoping this happens because I would die if he was in theaters. But Brad Winderbaum has expressed interest in limited theatrical release for Marvel television project. He wants to do one for the season finale of Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Ooh,
Do it, do it, and my money is yours. Uh,
honestly, it's not a bad idea.
uh, it's not a bad idea, but I'm hearing rumors that the episode's like 50 minutes. Honestly, I don't even care.
I just hope they execute everything properly.
Simu Liu confirmed that Shang-Chi will interact with Professor X and Magneto in Avengers Doomsday. I'm not surprised.
Again, not surprised that it seems like a lot of things they're doing. It's gonna be like, oh, this character's gonna meet up with this character's gonna meet this character, etc., etc. Oh my eyes!
Alright, so we both talked about this earlier on in the episode, but I guess now we can officially say this as well. Vanessa Moreno Fisk has officially been killed by Benjamin Poindexter, aka Bullseye, in Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again,
Oh, she did.
Season 2, Episode 4, Gloves Off. Thank God! She
She
deserves.
appears to be dead.
Honestly, I'm hearing. So, I heard something about that. So, apparently, she did actually die from that because in the fifth episode, and this is just a rumor, I guess, because it's coming from people who had supposedly seen the whole show. But Vanessa does actually die there, but Fix doesn't know that because she's taken to the hospital and that she survives for a little bit and then she dies from a seizure.
You know, it sounds like how hospitals would react to this. They would try to save her, and then they would she would die later on after she reaches the hospital.
Yep. All
Which,
right.
if I think Fisk is gonna, if Fisk is gonna do what I think he's gonna do, he's probably gonna think it's the hospital's fault for not saving her, and he's gonna do something shitty to the hospital
I wouldn't be
before
surprised. I mean, after all,
if not also planning something as revenge for Bullseye.
I'm not surprised. Honestly, if you really think about it, Fist kind of killed her herself. I mean, himself in a way.
He did it himself.
Although, let's be real though, Bullseye never mixes also. So technically, two people killed her.
It was a mix of Bullseye and Kingpin. Watch Fisk turn it
Yeah.
around on Daredevil, though. He's gonna do it.
I'm not surprised. So
We
the
have
Vulture
certainly
might,
bring down that masked killer.
yeah, the Viltrumite War has officially begun in Invincible Season 4, Episode 6.
Good.
Yo,
Fisk beats Viltrumite.
they got status moving like crazy.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen anything about that yet. I'm still about to start episode 4.
And this isn't really a spoiler or anything, but he's not the mole. By
I
the way,
figured. I
he's
figured he
not the
wasn't the
mole.
mole. He literally does not like his people.
Uh, have you seen Alien Earth? I haven't,
No.
but I really don't. Okay, well, I guess we won't care about this then. Peter Dinklage has been cast in season 2 of the show.
Okay, my brother might be excited for that.
Alright, so here's the official thing on the X-Men as well. The live-action Marvel Studios X-Men film will be handled by the creative team behind Thunderbolts.
Okay, you know what? I'm cool with that.
Yeah, Sam.
If Thunderbolts was that successful, then yeah, I trust it.
Well, how do I put this? Box office wise, it didn't perform well, but that was because of advertisement.
Oh yeah, they advertised it very piss poor.
I got DC news that I want to tell you because I have no idea who the character is, but
Go
maybe
ahead.
you might. But Adria Arjona, Ava de Monici, okay, Cindy Chandler and Grace Van Patten are reportedly the four finalists to play Maxima in Man of Tomorrow.
Maxima.
I have no idea who
Maxima?
the character is.
Maxima. Maxima. Why is that name familiar to me? I'm
I'm
an
hearing
idiot.
she's some. I'm hearing she's some princess or queen or something. I don't freaking know. I
She
don't know
is
how I
a
feel.
apparent. Oh my god, what the fuck? She calls from the planet Almerac. Almerac? Almerac. In DC Comics as a recurring antagonist and a love interest for Superman, who she seeks as a mate, which later reforms to become a superheroine and joins as a member of the Justice League.
Okay, nah. In that case, get Maxima out of there. Hell no. Superman
I feel like
belongs to
that
Lois Lane.
she's trying to I feel like she's gonna try to steal Superman, and we're not having that. That's gonna be a
Wait,
whole
is this?
movie of her like trying to woo Superman over with fights and shit, and it's gonna be like, no, no, no.
I'm. You don't know why? I think the funny thing is that I was. If they're gonna go that route with Men of Tomorrow in terms of character development, then she's basically Superman's Black Cat.
I guess, but I wouldn't put my
Uh,
money on that.
there was. Okay, I'm not surprised by this. So, Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner will return in Man of Tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah, I figured.
everybody coming back.
Oh wait, Maxima might join their Justice League.
Oh wait, and also Aaron Pierre John Stewart's gonna be in the movie too,
Oh,
as
good.
well. So,
I like Jon Stewart. I like the actor who's gonna play Jon Stewart from the look of him as well. I just don't think this is gonna be a good starting off point for him if Lanterns is gonna be as grounded as I think it's gonna be.
okay, so remember when I bought the Rekindle thing with Peter and MJ?
Yeah.
Marvel Comics artist Carlos Go, Gomez. I'm sorry. God, I sound very American when I say that, but I'm supposed to be Hispanic. Um, but Carlos Gomez hints that something good will happen to Peter Parker and Mary Jane in Venom 258.
They get married.
That quickly? I don't think so.
I would hope they do.
But okay, so the MCU X-Men movie and Black Panther 3 are both expected to be released in theaters in 2028.
Okay.
Honestly, you know what? Give us Brave and the Bold and Wonder Woman that year too, and then we'll be good with that as well for 2028. I mean, might as well, right?
I hope so.
Lena Headey and James Lance have been casted in Wednesday season 3.
Okay.
Dude, I think this next episode of Daredevil might be the best one. You wanna know why?
Why?
The fifth episode of Daredevil Born Again season 2 will reportedly cut between past and present and will have multiple flashback scenes with James Wesley and Foggy Nelson. The episode is also rumored to have the same aspect ratio as the original Netflix show.
Okay. That sounds pretty good.
Gimme all of that. Gimme.
Honestly, I want to see it. They better actually stick to their guns though.
And that's literally in a couple days. That's crazy.
That's like how many days from now? Like 4 days? 5 days?
Friday. Well, it's Friday right now. So what? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 4 days. The the X-Men cast is expected to be revealed this July at San Diego Comic-Con.
I hope they
Reportedly
do.
the biggest announcement of the event, with Spider-Man Brand New Day releasing July 31st. Fans may find out if Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey before the film drops.
I would like to see that.
Honestly, I'm not surprised by this because San Diego Comic-Con, they have the best announcement, Dave.
They do.
Because with D23, They only announce only one or two movies if it's like a big one. I mean,
Pretty
well,
much.
if it's like a small ensemble movie or like a solo character movie. But with D23 or something like Cinema, well, no, with CinemaCon, they just present their movies. They don't really announce anything. But with D23, they mostly announce their Marvel television and animation stuff at
Yeah,
D23. And then with Comic Con, they also announce their show, but they mostly the movies. I mean, back in 2021, they announced everything, including their TV shows, live action wise. They didn't
I'd like to
announce.
see them announce more stuff more often.
Okay, so this is actually official. The LA premiere for Spider-Man: Brand New Day will take place on July 27th. This is coming from a sweepstakes that Tom Holland is doing right now. I'm not joking. There's a sweepstakes where you can get 2 tickets to the premiere,
I hope it stays true.
and this is pretty early, surprisingly. The MCU X-Men movie is set to start filming in the UK later this year. That is nuts. That is early. This
Yeah,
year? I mean, hey, I'm not mad about it, but like, why not just wait till next year if the film comes out in 2028?
it could wait, but who knows?
Like, damn. Okay, so here's another exciting thing. The official trailer for a Marvel television special presentation, The Punisher One Last Kill, has been released. A new poster has also been released as well. So the special drops on May 12th, which is a week after the Daredevil Born Again finale. So that's exciting. Um, what else? So we saw the Is Curtis dead, by the way?
Is who?
Oh wait, you haven't seen Punisher, have you?
It's been a while since I've seen it.
But do you remember Curtis Hoyle?
Like I said, it's been a while, so I don't remember all the names.
Big dude. He had buzz cut ish.
Again, I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay. Okay, never mind then. But yeah, I'm excited for the Punisher One Last Kill. A new trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 has been released, and tickets are now on sale.
Yeah, I'm excited for that movie.
Alright, here's the pregnancy news. Aubrey Plaza and Elizabeth Olsen are both pregnant with their first child.
Okay, that's kind of sweet.
Okay, Aubrey Plaza. Okay, this is gonna sound pretty mean, but I really don't mean this in the meanest way. But Aubrey Plaza moved on quick.
I mean, hey, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
I mean, I guess, but Jesus. I mean, I'm happy for the actress, but damn. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna bring it up. T-shirts for Spider-Man Brand New Day have been released. Yeah, okay. Okay, so here's more X-Men stuff. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Actually, all this stuff is mutant related too. Marvel Studios is reportedly eyeing Peter Clothy as Beast for the MCU. He was in A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
And Odessa, and they're also eyeing Odessa Azion to play Rogue.
I'm not upset about the lineup, honestly.
And but wait though, hold up. Here's when the next news come in. I'm confused about the cast. Well, I'm not confused about the casting choice, but more confused about the character. Because Marvel gonna start off with the X-Men, and this is a rumor as well, with the original five members. So why would you cast Rogue now? If you're starting
They
off,
might have her start off as a villain.
I want to see her as a villain in the Captain Marvel film.
I mean, she never had Captain Marvel's powers at first. It would have to take some time.
Okay, but before I get to the lineup thing, another Deadpool film. It could be the next Marvel Studios project to start production after Secret Wars. I mean, to kick off the Mutant Saga and to serve as an epilogue to Secret Wars, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
But hey, wait. Also, another thing, didn't Ryan Reynolds say that he was working on a Deadpool script a while ago
I don't know. I don't remember.
after Deadpool and Wolverine and whatever? All right. So honestly, I told my dad about this and he's shocked because he doesn't remember this specific character being in the original lineup. But Marvel Studios X-Men film will reportedly feature the original five members from the comics: Cyclops, Marvel Girl/Jean Grey, Beast, Iceman, and Angel. So
Yeah,
I told him. So I just got off the phone with him before we started filming. I told him about the lineup, and he said this: "That's not right. That Angel's in it because I don't remember him being in the lineup."
he was there.
Yeah,
Angel was always
and
part of
my
the
dad.
original lineup.
But like, yeah, since like I told him yeah, Angel is in the original five lineup, and I even went on Wikipedia and I'm like, yeah, he was in the X-Men number something in 1969. But so my dad really did correct himself. There's that. Uh, so the new X-Men, we might have to see them a lot earlier actually than 2028 because it's rumored
I
that
hope so.
they're gonna be in Secret Wars first. Honestly, you know what? When Secret Wars was first announced, when we first got the black logo, before they changed it to the orange, when they changed it to the black one, I mean, when we first got it at the black logo, I still pictured it as a before the whole Russo came along thing. I always pictured, okay, so Russos are coming back, Stephen McFeely is coming back. I'm gonna get X-Men in this movie, the MCU X-Men. Because like I picture like towards the end of the movie, we're gonna get X-Men towards the end of Secret Wars.
I would like to imagine we do.
So I wouldn't be surprised. And then this next thing was just announced today, officially. Marvel Comics announced a new comic event series titled DNX. Jed MacKay will be writing the series, and Federico Vincent Vicente, I can't pronounce this. Shit. Vicentini will be the artist. Okay, so I got one thing to say about this, and I gotta sit up for this. Why put Jed MacKay in another X-Men project and just bring him back for Black Cat? Because apparently now Black Cat is getting so many negative response because G. Willow Wilson is clearly not doing a good job.
I think they just have
And,
faith in some people.
and what's crazy is that, and I don't know if I should be glad about this now, but a while ago, and I just announced it as well on the pod, was in the first in one of the two Ultimate Spider-Man review episodes that Black Cat got five more issues past 10. and issue 11 got announced, and guess what? The freaking Punisher's gonna be in it.
Yeah, they need to do better.
And I saw the cover for 11, and I think it's just a variant, but it just got canceled, and this might be the first one I don't like because
What's wrong with it?
it's Frank being shirtless and Felicia wearing the Punisher shirt,
Oh, yeah, I can see why.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm not minding this.
I don't blame you.
And look, I like J. Scott Campbell. He's a good artist, but no, I'm not getting that. Tom Holland said that Spider-Man Brand New Day is his favorite Spider-Man film. Yo, if Brand New Day is your favorite Spider-Man film, you know what that means, right? That they are confident with this movie. Now, here's my question. Is Tom Holland going to be executive producer of Brand New Day? That's my
Hmm.
question.
It's very, very interesting.
I think Tom Holland's going to be executive producer.
I hope he's like part of it. Like I want more like actors who are fans of actual characters to be part of like projects. Like Sam
Oh,
Witwer should
fun.
be like in control of a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Oh, One Last Kill is co-written by John Bernthal.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh wait, written and produced by John Bernthal.
This is what I'm talking about. We need like actors who are very passionate about their work. And also another thing, and I think Nathan Fillion is the guy who plays John Nolan. He's executive producer on The Rookie.
Yeah, he loves it. He once like apparently he told a story once like he was in a dispensary with the makeup still on his face, like the scars and makeup and shit in a dispensary, and the dudes were obviously high, and they're like looking at him like, and he's like, "Oh no, no, it's just makeup. Watch, look, see," and he's peeling it off, and they're like, "Ah, ah."
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, so Nathan Fillion, executive producer of Rookie. John
Yeah,
Bernthal being the executive producer of One Last Kill. Charlie Cox and Richard D'Onofrio are executive producers on Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
and that's a good sign of them being passionate about their projects.
And hell, who knows? They could be also executive producers on Season 3. You don't know what would blow my mind if that the credit rolled for Season 3 and then executive produced by Deborah Ann Wool, Charlie Cox, and Richard D'Onofrio. Imagine.
That'd be very cool. That'd be very cool.
So then I want to announce something really quick, and I think we already said this a while ago while recording. Next week, well, we'll film it next week, but well, if you're not busy with work, but
If I'm not busy,
we will be covering CinemaCon completely. So, which is why I got one and two. Is that it? Oh no, okay, no, yeah, we got more. Okay, never mind. I thought that was the last bit. Zendaya. So yeah, we will be covering Comic Con. I'm sorry, CinemaCon next week. Well, when we record, if you're not busy. But Zendaya and Tom Holland are going to be at CinemaCon next week. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna be presenting Brand New Day. I'm not surprised. Um, and okay, this shocked me. We're getting it. But I don't know if this is online or just for the people over there. But an early look at Avengers Doomsday will officially be revealed at CinemaCon.
really?
I
Huh?
don't know if this is gonna be public or just privately. But if it's public, then
Oh boy.
and this is gonna be on April 16th.
Oh dear.
this is not CinemaCon related. I'm confused by this, so I don't know if this is a good or bad thing. But movie theater owners have named Tom Holland and Zendaya among today's most bankable stars. Bankable?
Wait, what?
What does that mean? I promise you, I just copied and pasted this off of something on Twitter.
What was
But
the word?
movie theater owners have named Tom Holland and Zendaya among today's most bankable stars.
Bankable or thankable?
Bankable. I promise you,
Oh,
that's not
that's
a typo.
yeah, bankable. Like they're getting a lot of money.
Oh, so because of Tom Holland and Zendaya, movie theaters are getting more money. Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
a lot of their
Oh,
projects
okay.
are getting more money.
Oh, okay. Well, good for them. Wow.
They're getting put in a lot of stuff. Like Tom Holland's in the Odyssey. I think Zendaya has a new movie out with Robert Pattinson.
I think Zendaya is in the Odyssey too.
I don't remember if she is or not, but I know she's in that movie called The Drama.
Oh yeah, that's already out.
Yeah,
I'll probably see it when it comes out on digital. I'm not really that pumped for
I've
it to
heard,
be
I've
honest.
heard it's actually really good. It has like a lot of
I mean,
nuance to it.
okay, so we got the runtimes for the last two episodes of Invincible season 4. So episode 7 is gonna be 51 minutes and 39 seconds, and episode 8, the finale, is gonna be 1 minute shorter, which is just 50 minutes and 4 seconds. Okay. I mean, I'm not upset about it, but it could have been longer.
Could be longer, but I'm glad with what we got.
Yeah. Invincible season 4, episode 7 had a next level opening 10 minutes, and Thrag is more brutal than what is shown in the comics.
Good.
So funny thing is that we both have the compendium. I have only compendium 2.
I have 1 and 3.
So
I have 1 through 3.
so you got everything.
Yeah, I just need to sit down and like make myself read.
So I read uh only 2 in the span of 3 hours. So I read everything, so I know what's gonna happen. And the lag is brutal, yes. But if the show can top off what Drag did in the comics, then Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry, director Jake Schreier has been rereading two major X-Men comic runs ahead of the MCU reboot. He didn't specify which one he was reading though.
Ooh, I'm
But
scared. That's actually very nerve wracking.
but he did say this though. We are aiming to do something that feels like a fresh start.
Okay, I like that.
So if but wait though, why would you read Chris Claremont's run? Because Wolverine is in there.
Let's just see what they do.
Alright, but whatever. If look, I like Thunderbolts and I trust the team.
I trust them a lot.
So Avengers Doomsday is I don't think this movie's gonna make 2 billion. I think it's gonna make more than that. Not not even 2 point something. I think it's gonna go even higher. Because Avengers Doomsday is reportedly exploding on long lead tracking. It's expected to be the highest grossing movie of 2026.
Honestly, I'm excited.
Exploding? Exploding on the high lead tracking? Is this movie making 3 billion?
If it
Well,
does
actually,
make
no,
that much, I'm gonna believe it.
that goes to Secret Wars. I think it's gonna get close to 3 billion, but I don't think Doomsday's gonna make 3 billion.
What's that dog doing?
Although I do think it's gonna be over 2 point something, but I don't think it's gonna be like nearly. I don't think it's gonna hit the 3 billion mark. Not yet, at least. So we also got our first look at the cover for What If Jessica Jones #1, and it's titled "What If the Radioactive Spider Bit Jessica Jones." I'm getting this comic. I'm
I might
very
get it.
interested in this. Yeah,
Oh, no.
and I guess that's it for movie news. Okay, so we got one more, and that's it. We're done.
You wanted to say hi.
Hello, hi, and he's sleepy.
You wanted to say hi. Thank you. You're free.
Uh, a nod to the Watcher is in Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Watcher. Yeah, that was a very
Yeah.
good detail.
So yes, so is it weird to say that I'm more hyped for X-Men than any of the Avengers stuff or anything that we're
Now,
getting this year?
a lot of people prefer
Cause
X-Men over the Avengers.
true. I'm very curious about the Deadpool film though. Like I wonder what it's gonna be next because we got Deadpool, Deadpool 2, Deadpool Wolverine, Deadpool what's next?
They might have like a maybe they're gonna have Deadpool and then the new guy who's gonna play Deadpool, or maybe Gwenpool.
No, I think Ryan Reynolds is gonna stay post Secret Wars. I think he's gonna be like the new Stan Lee
Maybe,
as
who
well.
knows?
I mean, I wouldn't
Maybe
mind because Ryan Reynolds
maybe
said that he doesn't want to be Deadpool as like a main character anymore.
maybe they're gonna do Gwenpool.
Hell no!
I'd like to
I'm
see them do
sorry.
Gwenpool because that's not Gwen Stacy. That's Gwendolyn Poole.
Wait, so who's Gwenpool under the mask? Just Gwendolyn
Gwen
Poole?
Gwendolyn Poole.
What is it?
It has cheese and spinach. Hey, try it, papito.
She's in what?
Just eat it.
Okay.
It's good.
Hmm. Alright. Love you. So yeah, I'm very curious on what this X-Men, the Deadpool thing's gonna be. Oh, wait, before we go, I have one question for you. Do you want the MCU X-Men film to be titled just X-Men, or do you want it to be titled something else, like X-Men something?
I'm not sure how I would title it.
But like in your opinion, how do you think it should start off? With just
Like
X-Men
they
as the
titled the
title?
original movie X-Men, but what about just calling it the X-Men?
Sure. Honestly, honestly, I can see that. Yeah, Marvel Studios, the X-Men instead. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I think I would like that because we have Marvel's Avengers. We got
We
Avengers:
got
Age of Ultron. I don't think we've ever called them the Avengers.
actually, yeah, we did the first movie.
No, that one was just called Avengers.
No, but you're blind. In the Avengers logo, the A, in the A, there's the on there.
I must be blind because I don't remember that.
Mhm.
Let me see.
Oh, it is not that good. Okay, yeah, never mind. Well,
Okay, yeah, it is called the Avengers. Okay, so I guess they just never called it the Avengers afterward because it looks like every time it's just been Avengers: Age of Ultron, Avengers like blank blank.
well, I mean to be fair, if you add the, it wouldn't make sense. The Avengers: Age of Ultron, the Avengers: Infinity War, the Avengers: Endgame, the Avengers: Doomsday, the Avengers: Secret Wars. That just wouldn't make sense.
Hmm.
I mean, I mean, I could totally see Kevin Feige just titling the movie The X-Men because in the 2000s era we just got X-Men and then Fantastic Four. Marvel Studios gave us the Fantastic Four first steps.
Yeah, I would like to see it called the X-Men.
Um, I could also see them doing something like X-Men: A New Beginning or something. I could see that too.
Let's just at least wait for them to announce it first before we get any ideas on what they could name it.
Yo, imagine they just announced the movie and then after that the cast. That would be so cool.
I would like to see that.
Or they could just do a dumbass Valentine's Day thing or whatever and just announce the freaking thing on a post. Like they
That'd
did
be
with
kind
the
of
freaking
goofy.
Fantastic. Like they did with the Fantastic Four. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like that. I kind of wish they did that on stage.
I'm not too mad that they did that, but I understand why you would be.
I mean, I do believe that they'll. What do you think they'll do at San Diego Comic Con? Do you think they do the cast first or the movie first? Like, like, like for X Men, do you think they'll announce the title first and then the cast, or the cast first and then the title?
I think if they're gonna do it, like they might just do like cast and then the title. Like maybe if they're doing it on stage.
I mean, it's Comic Con, so. Oh, I just thought it's the biggest twist possible. Imagine they do it in CinemaCon. Imagine that'd be the biggest twist. But I highly doubt it though. But that'd be pretty funny. Well, that's a wrap for this episode.
Yeah.
So in the next episode, we're gonna be covering CinemaCon completely. So no hot take, no agree, disagree. We're just gonna
We're just gonna
it's gonna be
talk.
like a yeah, like a
We're gonna
general
talk.
discussion. Yeah, it can be like a general discussion, pretty much, about all things CinemaCon, from Marvel, DC. Who else is gonna be there? Lucasfilm as well for Star Wars.
I hope so.
I don't know. I'm gonna double check. But yeah, so next episode gonna be a general discussion of just CinemaCon, and maybe we'll do prediction for a Comic Con as well. Who knows? For July. And I hear
I'm
that. And I hear that Marvel's coming back for D23, but I'm not entirely sure.
here. Fingers crossed.
They returned last year, right?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
But yeah, so it's gonna be CinemaCon, and then maybe we'll do Comic Con predictions, and if we have time, and if they return, we can do D23 as well for our prediction. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down what you want to see next on the pod. Peace.
Laters.